Trump attorney Alina Habba recently made a striking statement about her focus on combating human extortion and trafficking. She emphasized the severity of these crimes, particularly those involving minors and women brought across the border and subjected to horrific abuse. According to her, the public is only aware of a fraction of the disturbing reality, and if they knew more, they would support the removal of these individuals from the country. However, Habba's strong stance on human trafficking raises eyebrows given her affiliation with an administration that recently facilitated the release of Andrew Tate, a man charged with rape and human trafficking in Romania. The reason? Tate is an outspoken Trump supporter. This contradiction calls into question the sincerity of her commitment to fighting trafficking. Does her concern only extend to traffickers who don't support her political allies? A resurfaced clip of Habba praising Tate further highlights this contradiction. In a meeting with him, she expressed admiration for his support of Trump, even saying, "You're doing more important work than me." The hypocrisy is glaring. An attorney who claims to champion the fight against human trafficking is simultaneously aligning herself with a man accused of that very crime. The contradictions don't stop there. Senator J.D. Vance recently tweeted about Trump's efforts to deport violent criminals and rapists while criticizing Democrats for opposing these actions. Yet, the same administration that boasts about deporting criminals also worked to free a high-profile accused trafficker simply because of his political leanings. This blatant double standard undermines any moral high ground they claim to have. If trafficking is truly an issue they are serious about, why make exceptions for those within the political circle? Beyond this hypocrisy, there's also the critical issue of due process. Many of the individuals the Trump administration seeks to deport are only alleged gang members. Accusations alone should not be enough to justify immediate deportation without evidence or a fair hearing. If they are indeed criminals, the legal system should determine that and take appropriate action. This isn't about defending criminals, it's about upholding the rule of law. If we allow the government to sidestep due process for one group today, who's to say they won't do the same to another group tomorrow? The United States prides itself on being a nation of laws. Those laws should apply to everyone, regardless of political convenience. Even traditionally conservative outlets like the New York Post have pointed out this issue, emphasizing that deportations must adhere to legal standards. Yet, Trump's allies now seem eager to abandon the very principles of law and order they once championed. Fox News commentator Jessica Tarlov recently attempted to explain this fundamental principle to Judge Jeanine Pirro, who shockingly dismissed the importance of due process. Imagine a former judge advocating for the government to unilaterally strip people of their rights based on mere accusations. This is the same right-wing movement that once railed against government overreach, until it became politically convenient for them. To be clear, if these individuals are proven to be criminals, deportation is a necessary step. But that decision must be based on evidence, not arbitrary accusations. Failing to uphold due process today could set a dangerous precedent for the future. If we allow political leaders to sideline the law whenever it suits them, no one is truly safe from government overreach. At the end of the day, the principle is simple. We either believe in the rule of law, or we don't. And if the Trump administration continues to make exceptions for its allies while stripping others of their rights, it only proves that their commitment to law and order is nothing more than a political weapon.